Welcome to Fat Wallets 101. Right now is a historic moment and it's a good opportunity to invest. COVID-19 is doing a lot of damage to the economy globally. Okay. By the way, shout out to all my nurses, doctors, physicians, clerks, janitors, anyone in a hospital setting right now, from the even to the EMS, pre-hospital, firefighters, police. We're dealing with a war, and we don't know, like a war, when it'll be over or the amount of casualties that'll be had at the end. But for my medical staff out there, I believe we definitely need hazard pay. We definitely need proper PPE. And I know a lot of large companies are donated or doing something to help, but I think we still need more, right? We need more help. PPE is limited. Ventilators are limited. We need more help. I think medical staff at this point, especially EMS, ER staff, they should receive hazard pay. They shouldn't be taxed. If something happens to a medical personnel while dealing with COVID-19, if they expire, I think their families should be taken care of, because that's what happens when a firefighter goes to put out a fire or a military personnel goes to war. Something happens to them, their family's taken care of. So I think something should be implemented right now. If you're tested positive for COVID and you die while you're on the front line, that your family's taken care of. That's, to me, it's only right. So shout out to all my medical staff. We're thugging it out. We're doing a great job. But back to investing. COVID has done a lot of damage. A lot of people lost their jobs. Okay, a lot of businesses are struggling. So not everyone has to die in this crash. I know it sounds a bit selfish, but not everyone has to die in this crash. There's things that you can do to survive. And you really have to be creative at this point. If you don't have enough funds, you have to be creative. But if you do have a little bit of funds available that you can throw into the wind, and I use the term throw into the wind because there's no guarantee, especially with buying stocks, that you can come out winning. But there's a strong likelihood right now, if you invest in certain stocks, blue chip stocks, you have to do your homework with your stocks, okay? If you invest in blue chip stocks, you could come out winning, right? So if you invest in companies like Apple, you use iPhone. Is iPhone going away? Is MacBooks going away? No. You take a few dollars, you put it on Apple, right? For you Samsung users, I ain't gonna forget you. Put some money on Samsung, you know what I'm saying? If you like Nikes, put some money in Nike. If you like Cash App and Square is another big one that's low, that I think that's really going to do a lot of amazing things. Square, JP Morgan Chase, right? Look up the tickers, do the research. Look at the 52-week high, look at the 52 weeks low, look at where the market's heading, pay attention to the news. So you definitely want to jump into these companies that are low. It could get lower, but it will rebound, right? That's just what history shows. So history has a lot to do with stock markets, believe it or not. You have to look back at the trends. Even though it's a different kind of situation right now, history still plays an important factor in deciding which stocks to buy, okay? So enough about stocks. Oh, before I move on, a lot of people are still asking, is it a good time to buy stocks and real estate? Yes, I'm just saying that right now. Make sure if you're investing in stocks, you're using a big boy platform. Don't use a Robinhood. Don't use an Acorn. Not that it's not good, but I would recommend using like a E-Trade or, one of those other platforms that I mentioned in the other video. Some of them actually give you free money for investing, like $600 if you maybe bring like a couple dollars into that trading account. Okay, so make sure you use a big boy account. Do yourself a favor, all right? So is it still a good time to buy real estate? Yes, it's still a good time to buy real estate. I went to an open house the other day and there was a long line outside of people waiting to get in this house. People had on N95s and gloves, right? It was a 4-family. I think it was priced at $529 or something around that. And there was literally a line down the block. Not double park is not even a word. People would triple park. Like it was crazy, you know? So is it a good time to buy? Yes, people are still looking. I'm from New York. I can't speak for everywhere, but in New York, if you're from New York, yes, it's a good time to buy. Interest rates are still low, okay? And why keep your money in the bank? The dollar, the dollar. If you trust the dollar, right? God bless you. Who knows where the dollar's gonna end up? They're printing trillions of dollars. What is this backed by? We're in a large deficit right now, right? So if you believe you save all these dollars, you're just saving it and not investing it in the future, the dollar very well may lose its value, right? Instead of buying something more tangible like real estate or investing in a business or stocks, you lost, right? Inflation happens, you lost. So why save when interest rates are being cut significantly? It makes no sense at all to save. Right now is a time where you spend and you invest and you become creative so you can survive this crash. Okay? So why do that? Don't look at your 401k and start putting more money in your 401k. The only people that get rich off these retirement plans is brokers and your union. They all collect bonuses. They all make money, right? And when it's time to pay out, they're in a deficit, right? So do yourself a favor, do some research, invest your money while you have this opportunity to come out and really survive. If you ever thought about opening a business, it may be a good time, you know. Reach out for some loans, but don't double down on 401ks or separate RAs or any foolishness like that, okay? I hope this video helped a few people. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'm gonna come out with some more content, some more stocks that I think you should buy. If you have any questions on buying stocks, leave a comment. A lot of people keep not necessarily emailing me, but texting and calling me, okay? And I feel that it's the same question over and over and over and over. Like, for instance, on the last video, someone hit me up and it was like, what kind of account do I have to open? Or how long does the money take to transfer? When the money transfers, what do I have to do? And, you know, it's the same question. So just comment and I will answer so everyone can read the same response and we won't go around in circles. Okay. Thank you guys. Enjoy your day. Be safe and stay at home.